Let me tell you, this is the hardest Black Mass has ever been. I mean, man, this dude is Joker level. So if he's Joker level, what's that mean about this universe's Joker? My name is Dorian. This is SEM Comics. We continue our coverage of Absolute Batman, number 5. Our story starts off with a young Bruce Wayne getting a rabies shot from this universe's Leslie Tompkins. And she pretty much thinks that after going through that kind of trauma with the bats that he doesn't want anything to do with them. So far from the truth. In the present time, we see him riding his big ass bat bike all through the city. We see the party animals are pretty much being told through their masks that if they don't do anything, then they get paid. Even though the one who got his hand cut off in the first issue, you know he really wants to do something. Alfred's watching them too. Even though Alfred's handler is pretty much saying, hey, your mission's done. You can leave now. And Alfred's like, I know. Just give me a second. Then we go to the mayor's office where Bruce's mom is checking in on Jim saying, hey, you ready to get out of here? It's late. He apologizes to her and she thinks that he's talking about the mayor's race. Because he pretty much thinks it's a done deal now that Bullock is siding with the old mayor. And she tells the story how when they first met, she was protesting and she had a sign. Jim arrested her or detained her, put her in a car and broke her sign on accident and put it in the trunk. When they got to the police station, Jim let her out and let her go and gave her money to buy a new sign. Jim wasn't talking about the race. He was apologizing for the light memorial that won't be happening, the one that honors the victims of the zoo shooting. And then we go back in the past and we see Jim Gordon going up to a young Bruce Wayne at his dad's funeral. And Jim is letting them know that the zoo is going to be shut down and they're going to put something practical there. So he doesn't have to worry about the zoo reminding him about his father's death ever again. So back in the present, you got Alfred watching Bruce, and he didn't think that he was going to show up for this Black Mass meeting. Now that he has, Alfred is actually proud of Bruce because he's like, hey, you're taking a high road, you're taking money, you can do more things, and this is a win for you. Alfred's also looking around at all the different party animals that are on different rooftops, and Alfred knows that Bruce is severely outnumbered and outgunned. So Black Mass and his family show up, and Black Mass is like, so what's going to do with your $200 million? And Bruce is like, I already used it. All of it? Bruce is like, yeah, all of it. Now we're jumping back and forth from the past to the present, and we see young Bruce walks up to Gordon and is like, hey, look, I don't want the zoo to shut down. Like, I think it should stay there. And we also see that the present Bruce has all the money stacked up on the memorial lamp that's for the victims of the zoo shooting, and he lights it up and it's a big old Batman symbol. And I'm not gonna lie, it looks awesome. So Black Mass is like, that is one ugly bat. Party animals, deals off. And they all charge in, and then Batman gets to work. This Batman is definitely a stab first, abs questions later, as he is using his cape to just stab the bejesus out of most of these party animals. And then the dude that got his hand cut off seeks his revenge, jumps on Bruce's back and has that big old meat cleaver right to his neck and was like, payback time. And Bruce just flexes. Like, okay, let's just say that this dude's not dead. He is on his way. So this big old dude is just crying. He's like, I'm stuck. Get me off him. Please, sir, help me. And then Bruce just unflexes. And old boy drops. And Bruce is like, all the crimes the party animals committed, the arson, the robbery, the murders, they were all manufactured by you, so you and your boss can profit. Then he grabs old boy who just got off his back and slings him like he is nothing. This is a big dude. And Black Mass is like, you're right, I did it. I'll do it again. So Black Mass pretty much orders the party animals to start shooting at Batman. But not only are they shooting at Batman, they're also shooting the other party animals. And Bruce is concerned for their safety. I don't know why, he just got finished stabbing them. But then it distracts him enough to where he doesn't see these two heavy nets coming at him, and now he is restrained. So Black Mass is talking mess to him. Batman grabs his pants leg, and Black Mass is no stranger to dealing with big people. He grabbed his arm and popped his shoulder right out of socket. So in the obvious pain that Batman's in, he's sitting there laughing, and he confesses that he's pretty much recorded everything and went out to a feed. So now everybody knows exactly what Black Mass did. And Black Mass is like, you think you actually accomplished something, did you? Now, the one chick, I don't know, wife, girlfriend, whoever, the one that looks pretty crazy, grabs the ear, or one of the pointy ears on Batman's cowl, which are knives, and then starts stabbing the bejesus out of him. You also notice that because Batman put all the money on that hot light, that the money is going up in smoke. So now the one that looks like a kid, which could be a little person, has a blowtorch and uses said blowtorch on Batman. I'm like, that suit is durable as hell, because he should not be living right now. And then I guess his right hand man, the one dude, grabs Batman's handle for his axe, takes the symbol, and then comes down on him. I don't know whether he cut him or he just cut him out of the net. I don't know. All I know is that Batman is now falling from the rooftop, beaten and bloody. So he uses his cape, which is all torn up to hell, to make a makeshift parachute. It slows down his fall enough that he lands on top of this car. Now he's big as hell, so he still folds this car up, but I guess it was enough to where he doesn't die from the impact. And for his troubles, the GCPD starts shooting a 50 cal at him from the helicopter. And Barbara Gordon is the first one on the scene, and she hits him. Looks like by accident, but still hits him with the car. Speeding car, by the way. His mask comes off. She's like, freeze. He somehow, some way gets to the point to where he can pick up a manhole cover and is going to the manhole cover. Barbara's telling him stop. And he goes, then shoot me then. And he doesn't have his mask on, so she probably got a good look at him. So then Black Mass taps into a feed and he starts broadcasting all across Gotham. He says, hi, my name is Roman. I come from humble beginnings. I come from a pig farm. And my job was to take out the pig to get it ready for slaughter. And he's like, most of them, once you do the deed, was, shocked, pissed, whatever. But some actually were euphoric and smiling. Those were the ones that actually accepted their fate. And once it happened, there was a split second of euphoria. Gotham, you need to accept your fate. Then everything will be good for you. If not, you can just go kicking and screaming. And then we cut to Bruce, who is in, for all intents and purposes, the Batcave, but pretty much it's just a tunnel. And this dude is tougher than a $2 steak. I mean, he is stitching himself up right now, and he got wounds and burns everywhere. Alfred shows up and is like, you're stupid. You had your opportunity to do better, and you decided to be stubborn. And Bruce is like, can you just reset my arm? And Alfred's like, no, I ain't helping you because you're a dumbass. And dumbasses shouldn't get help. So then we cut to Mayor Gordon and Bruce's mom, and under every lamppost, there's all these boxes. And they walk up to open up one of the boxes, and in those boxes, there are party animal masks and guns. And all of a sudden, you hear Roma Siona says, since Batman didn't want to accept my offer, I will give the offer to you, Gotham. As we see people walking up there and putting on the party animal mask and grabbing the guns.